Well, I fixed my hair. It's 12:30. This is my first update. Having kind of a day. Kids are still sick. Now my husband's sick. I'm not feeling well. Hasn't this been a great week of vlogs? Like every vlog is like, we're sick. This is what happens when you have multiple kids. It's just cyclical. In any case, let's get to where we are. I am more than halfway through. You see? Girls on the Verge. I'm really loving it. It's very heartbreaking. Like, I've choked up multiple times. Not that there's anything specifically, you know, like you expect a gut punch. What is going on here? There's nothing specifically gut punching about it. The story is, there's a girl, Camille, who is 17. She gets pregnant the very first time she has sex. And she's in Texas, so it's very, very religious community. And the beginning of the book starts out with all these different laws that Texas has passed about abortion that makes it very, very incredibly difficult to get a legal one in the state of Texas. Her best friend is like a youth pastor leader, or a youth leader. I don't know what they're called. I didn't grow up very religious at all. Youth ministry leader. So she tells her best friend, and her best friend kind of reacts poorly to the idea that she wants to get an abortion. And the story goes on. She gets the help of someone else, and then her best friend kind of comes around, and the book so far is about their road trip to try and find her a legal and safe way to abort the fetus. And she's like 11 or 12 weeks pregnant. And the things that are making me tear up are the treatment, both of her and her friends, so the women in the story, by men, as well as the way she's treated by adults due to her condition. So she hasn't told her parents, she hasn't really told anyone, except that she goes to, like, there's a part, fast forward if you don't want to know about this, it's not real, I'm gonna leave it as low spoilery as I can, but she goes to a clinic that she thinks is the next step in getting a legal abortion, except the clinic is specifically made to try and convince you that what you're doing is wrong because you have a miracle growing inside of you and you're a sinner if you get an abortion. She goes there seeking help and instead gets shamed to the point of running out of the place. And that's kind of where the whole story is. Every little scene is about some kind of obstacle or hurdle that she has to overcome just to do something for herself. I knew that's what the story was about. I'm not shocked by it, but I'm shocked at how much it's making me sick to my stomach that, like, I'm getting emotional right now. And I think I'm also just a little emotional because I'm not feeling so great, but it shouldn't be this hard. So, I'm gonna take a break for a little bit. I'm taking a nap with the baby. I don't know if I'm specifically gonna nap. I'll probably just continue reading. I'd like to get this done today. I probably will get it done today. I'm gonna try and move on to Everything All at Once, which I'm sure is also gonna be hard-hitting in a different kind of way. My TBR had The Lost and Found by Katrina Leno on it, but I actually read it the weekend before Contemporary-A-Thon started. So when I go to read this, I'll do a quick update on that too, since it was part of my TBR and because Katrina Leno is a fantastic writer. And I did want to talk about it, but I didn't know I'd read it in the weekend, like all of it, and I did. I couldn't put it down, so we'll talk about that later. I don't really have a whole lot of, this is probably going to be one of the shortest vlogs of the week because I won't really be doing much today since we're all sick. But I think this is a very, very important book. And I'm so glad that it was written and is going to be published soon, and I'm going to, like, recommend it on high forever because it's a very important book. And that's it. I'll update you later. All right, I'm about to go take a bath. I didn't nap. I laid with my baby while he napped, and I finished Girls on the Verge by Sharon Biggs Waller. This book, like in not a utopian world, I guess, in the future, for this to be one of the books that's highly suggested for all young women and men to understand, especially men, to understand how absolutely heartbreaking and gut-wrenching it is to not only have to make the decision to have an abortion, but to be shamed and to be dehumanized, to be told that you're like a sinner and less than because you have decided for yourself and in your body and in your life that you cannot at this point have a baby. Full disclosure, I myself have never had to make that decision, but I 100% with all of my heart believe that the decision should be a possibility for everybody. This story was amazing. It was well written. The friendships, because there are 3 girls in this book, all 17-year-olds, was great, and I really liked the growth of them and the support, just the unwavering, without a question, support of each other and the way they uplifted each other, even when they didn't have the same opinion or agree, they had different views, and yet none of them in the end ever did anything to break the other person down. The moments, I didn't think I'd get emotional, but here I am tearing up again. The moments that Camille had to endure in the weeks leading up to the ability to actually have her abortion, no one should ever have to go through that. And so this is a 5-star read. I'm going to talk about this book a lot this year. I'm going to talk about this book forever. April 9th it comes out. Add it to your TBR. Read it. 5-star. That said, I'm about to take a bath. Got my kombucha. One of my 2 favorite flavors. The coconut lime and the blueberry mint are my top 2. I'm going to read Everything All at Once by Katrina Leno. I don't think this is fluffy. I think I read all of my fluffy ones already. I didn't think this out very well. And then addendum to my TBR, I had initially decided that I was going to read The Last of August by Brittany Cavallaro, which is the second in the series, as my picture on the spine. I am listening to The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, which technically, I grabbed my copy, technically that would fulfill it as well. And it's an audiobook, so I've got that. But to be extra, I had picked this up at the library. And everybody is talking about this book, A Heart in the Body of the World by Deb Coletti. I picked it up on a whim because everybody on BookTube that I know that I trust contemporary-wise is reading it and loving it. And I know it's also heartbreaking, but it's got a little girl running. Can you see? There we go. So this might be what I pick up after Katrina Leno instead of The Last of August, just because I'm not really feeling it, and it's a little bit on the thicker side in terms of text size and everything. I want to do 7 and 7, so I guess we'll see how that goes. That said, that was my update. I've been filming much B-roll today, so you're just gonna have a lot of talking at you. That's it. All right, I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, normally I wouldn't film myself in the bathtub reading a book, but I started Everything All at Once, and if you haven't read any Katrina Leno, her humor is like just so specific to her, and the beginning of this book is hilarious in a situation in which normally you wouldn't want to be laughing, but I literally laughed out loud, and I just had to update and say that happened. And I can't wait to see what the rest of the story has in store. All right, guys, it is now 7:30. My watch thought I was talking to it. Okay. I'm going to wrap up for the day while I cooked dinner. This little stir fry. I listened to The Hating Game, so I'm a little bit over halfway through now. And then obviously in the bath, I read a little bit, like 19 pages of Everything All at Once. I'll probably read a little bit more of this tonight, but not too much. I'm gonna take a little bit of break from reading because Girls on the Verge was pretty hard and I could use a little bit of a break. So that's it for me. I hope you guys are doing well and that your Contemporary-A-Thon, if you are doing it as well, is going great. Like if you like this video, subscribe if you are new here and would like to see more content from me. All my social media links are down below. Feel free to friend me on any other platform. Let me know how you guys are doing. Have a great day. See you on the flip side. Bye.